Hello and welcome to the Black Mind Podcast, episode 226. This is the first episode where I've had Alberta Makes Games follow me on Twitter.
Oh, whatever.
This is a very startling fact. So, people made the mistake of following me. However, I'm going to say this now so that way then people understand how angry I am about the new Ford Mustang.
Oh, you posted that.
What?
Can you
It looks like a fuck. It looks.
Can you repost it again?
Okay, to explain to people what it looks like, the Mustang, beautiful car, and stuff like
this
that.
bullshit again?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's
This
the four-door.
made-
Oh, look, it's the four-door.
Oh, look, it's Allan. Oh, look, it's Jeff's foot entering Allan's ass.
Remember how I said that was a thing, and you were like, no, it isn't.
I didn't want to believe.
I have seen that for about a year now, and the thing is, when I first saw it, I was like, there's no way that's gonna be real. And then
Yeah.
and then
Can I finish what I was going to say?
go for it. Go for it.
Okay, I don't think it looks really stupid. I think it's really dumb how high it looks. I think it's, if the car was like shorter and more in Mustang proportions, I might actually want it. Everything about this car makes me happy except for the fact that it's a fucking like SUV. And Allan, your mic is like static as fuck.
I know. I'm trying to fix it. I think I'm semi-unplugged.
Yeah.
Whatever. I got.
So-
But hey, Jeff. Just remember, Jeff.
What?
Just remember. There's new cyberpunk fucking vehicle on the market now.
Hey,
Oh, and it's a fucking wedge.
is there like a subtitle name to this thing?
The Cybertruck.
Yeah. Elon Musk is designing a truck now.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. We'll
So,
talk
hey,
about that
I
too.
would buy this over the fucking Mustang.
Yeah. Oh no. Wait till you actually like look at its design. I'm like, I would totally buy this truck.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I think it looks really stupid.
Oh,
I mean,
everybody shits on it from looking fucking like some
Yeah.
Oh, it looks
PS1.
retarded.
PS1 fucking graphics vehicle.
Yeah, like it looks bad.
But it looks like it also has function.
But like then you look at like the utility and stuff like that, and you're like, oh, like
Tesla doesn't design cars to look good. Just remember that. Tesla designs cars to work.
no, no, Allan, rephrase that. Okay.
Okay.
Because the Model S is still like one of the like sexiest looking cars on the planet. Okay. And then they followed it up with the Model X, which is just basically a bigger Model S.
Bigger,
Which is
blacker
fine,
ass.
and that's like the best looking SUV out of anyone. And then they followed up with the Model 3, which looks good and is okay. And then they followed up with the Model Y, which is not to my liking.
I actually prefer the Model 3, I think.
Like, I still think the best looking car that they make is the Roadster, but that's because the Roadster basically went, what did the Supra do and how can we make it look Tesla-y?
Yeah.
And then they did that.
Yeah. No, I actually like the design of the Cybertruck.
I don't.
I love. No, you got to realize for me, like, think of this in like Cyberpunk 2020 or 2077. That's literally where you can place that truck. That's literally the reason why he designed it like that.
It's just not.
I love the look.
No.
I love the look of it.
Well, and like the other thing is like the thing. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I like the interior. The interior looks nice, but like no, like it's just
Ugh.
it's way too much of a wedge.
I think actually the main reason why I like it, and again, is I like how. Okay, you gotta remember, I drive a small car. I drive small vehicles. I like small vehicles.
Yeah, you have a car that has a lot of nice things in it. Yes, I know. It has a floor full of Coke bottles.
Actually, it doesn't.
Not anymore.
No, it hasn't had it for like a month now.
Oh, good. You cleaned it.
Yeah. I actually want to know the price of this vehicle is just to see like if it's because like all the Teslas aren't all that bad, fucking. But it comes with like multiple. The specs are 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. Range is 250 plus miles, which I think is only 100. I think it's like 570 kilometers.
Mhm.
Which is actually all that bad. It has a rear-wheel drivetrain. It has a storage of 100 feet cubed. Vault length is 6.5 feet. Vault length, I think, is height, which means that
Mhm.
that truck isn't all that much taller than me. It's about a head taller than me actually, so it's actually pretty good. Autopilot, towing capacity of 7,500 pounds. Adaptive air suspension standard. Ground clears up to 16 inches, so about a foot off the ground.
Okay. But let me finish
Go for it.
what I was going to
I
say
want to see what the price is.
because I think that you're right. For utility, just for on a pure utilitarian spectrum, I like it. If it was like lower and like more of a station wagon, I would totally buy it because it's like to me that looks like a DeLorean. Like it looks like an upgraded DeLorean.
Looks like a DeLorean with a
So
fucking
like yeah.
bed.
Yeah. Like I actually kind of like when like I think of it like that, I like it more.
Yep.
But going back to the fucking Ford Mustang, which I would probably buy because they don't have the practice of harvesting data and driving habits from my vehicle, unlike Tesla. Everything about that car, like if it was smaller, I would like. If it was an actual car, would be fine. But the thing I don't like about it is its height, and like I would probably buy this.
Yeah.
I would probably buy that car, but like I want to look at a Subaru WRX first, and I want to look at like that thing too, because the other thing is just like those cars are very vulnerable to weather, and I don't want to have a vehicle that won't work at -40, because I'm pretty sure that the weather will not work at -40.
It's gonna depend because I've seen some Teslas running around during like the colder months of the year, actually.
But they need to like have a heater in order to do that. Yeah, and that's the thing is like I don't want to have like an issue where it's like I get off a bus from work and all of a sudden like my car won't start.
Well, if you're what?
Yeah.
Hold up. No. I get off a bus from work and I go to start my car, but it's dead. Hold up. Why aren't you just taking the car to work?
I don't know. Maybe it's a
'cause-
park and ride.
Yeah. That's what I do currently sometimes.
Okay, that's fair. Because
Yeah.
because I know where you work. Like, why are you?
Because probably most likely, Alan, I'm talking about getting another job.
That's fair.
Is that fair?
Yep, that is fair. Oh.
So, could I just say about the Mustang, the new
Go
looks?
right ahead.
I don't know. I just think it's okay. I think if they just like many things, what companies do is give it like the same name as its predecessor, hoping it will sell. If they just
That's not even the same name, Josh.
no, but I'm saying like, oh, you like this thing because we slapped the same name on top of it. No, if you called
Okay.
it something different, we probably like it more.
The major issue that a lot of people have with it is that it has a Mustang badge on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't blame anybody for having that problem. Actually,
If and like that is really my complaint too, because it's like like the Mustang was like a Corvette. It's a Corvette badge. There is only one car that is called Mustang in the entire Ford lineup. So, like, it makes sense that they're doing this, but what everyone wanted the Mach-E to be a Ford.
Yeah.
And they were fine. Everyone would have been fine if they had said, this is taking Mustang styling and putting it on a Ford SUV. And this is our electric SUV, and this is going up against Tesla, and this is going to be a Ford, and we're calling it Ford. Everyone would have been fine with that. The thing I'm not okay with is, like, you look at the grill, and it looks, that's not a Mustang grill.
The major
So
problem,
why is there
the problem with it is it doesn't actually have a grill. On top of that, where the fog light should be sitting, it's too clean in there. It should have like fog lights set up like that. The problem is actually like the front is my problem is it's too swept. Because you got to remember, I like my Challenger. I love my Challenger. My Challengers are all boxy. That's the reason why I like some of the older Mustang designs. I don't like the modern. I don't like the new ones. But
you don't like mine.
I don't like swept fronts like that where they're rolled like that. I prefer my muscle cars with a bit more of a boxy, beefier front. And that's my problem.
So you do like mine, but you don't like mine.
Yours is one of the like really old ones, isn't it?
Mine's an 05.
Yeah, well, one of the old ones.
Yeah.
Like really old ones at this point.
Yeah, an older one. Yeah. I agree. Like the thing I don't like about it is like if this was the design for the modern Mustang and they were just saying like, this is the Mach-E. This is the Mach-E version of the Mustang. This is what the new car is going to be. It is a four-door, but it's built on the Mustang chassis. And don't worry, guys, we're making a coupe and it's lower and this is what it's going to look like. I would have been okay with it. I would have been fine. The issue I have with it is, again, it's an SUV. I don't want an SUV. I want a car.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a four-door, actually.
Yeah, it's a four-door SUV.
No, it's a four-door coupe.
It's a crossover.
It's a four-door.
Oh,
it's
a cross.
It's not. I don't. Is it a crossover? I thought it was supposed to be a four-door just sedan.
It's a crossover.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate for you.
Yeah,
Even more regret, in my opinion, about what fucking Mustang's doing.
I think I kind of like the front end. I would buy it. I could probably get used to it. I like it more than the fucking wedge that Tesla put out, but that's me.
I love the wedge. Don't insult the wedge.
The problem with the wedge, Allan, is where's the mirrors?
Yeah, this is the concept part. Even I know that's not, if that's finished product, I would actually complain too. But then again, though,
you would actually cry.
But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if the mirrors actually are in the little black spots beside the front door window there, and they just slide out.
Them. Yeah, I see them.
Yeah.
Although I think it'd be funnier if they put on truck mirrors. They could stick out like an extra foot.
Yeah, I don't think Tesla's all about keeping things
aerodynamic.
But I can't.
And Ford beat them.
Stick out like an extra foot from either side. All right, let's go down the street. Oh, I hit someone with my mirror.
And Ford beat them because Ford doesn't even have door handles.
Tesla hasn't had door handles in some of their cars too.
No, Tesla has retracting door handles.
Yes, which is still the same thing.
It's still a door handle. The Mach-E does not have anything.
And I guarantee you that that policy that they have there of no door handles is going to fucking change immediately. Because that is going to be actually another thing that turns people away from that car. It's actually one of the reasons why, like with certain cars, like the reason why, like if the door handle is well hidden, fine, whatever, people won't care. But the problem with no door handles is if people try to open it and they don't realize where they are.
Yeah.
And like eventually you'll get used to it, but at the same time you're sitting there like watching it, and sometimes you're like. Oh man. What else happened this week, Jeff?
Also, another thing with the Tesla truck is that they threw steel balls at its windows and thinking they will bounce off and not what it did.
Oh yeah, they just got stuck in the window, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, yeah, it's bulletproof. Like it's meant to take the impact, not bounce them off.
Yep.
So, so basically, what's going on right now is basically people are going to make. There is a concept for refreezing the. What is it called? People want to refreeze the freaking Antarctic.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, with
Nani?
submarines.
Who?
Yes.
Huh? How?
Huh?
Yeah.
In what way?
Yeah. This story has been going around for a while, but I just noticed it. We should not talk about that, though.
Iceberg making submarine aims to tackle global warming. But doesn't this take energy to make said ice
Yeah.
cubes?
Yeah,
Are
They
they
don't
going to
know
be
that.
solar powered?
they should be.
I'm just endless. I'm more confused now than ever.
You should be.
I like how in their hexagons they've shaped them up to be like they have terrain built up on top of them. But
Mhm.
there's a small problem with this concept.
They're never going to fit.
Well, one, how are you getting the ice cubes out of these ships? Two, the ice is so thick in the Antarctic that doing it this way wouldn't work. Like you got to realize some of these like layers of ice around the Antarctic are like 0.5 kilometer to 2 kilometers thick.
Yeah.
It's thick. Like boy, double C thick.
That's some thick ice.
Yeah, but at the same time, but like I get the idea behind it. Like, yeah, it basically gives up an additional layer of freezing. But the problem is another problem with this is you'll be freezing ice water or salt water. Sorry,
Which is even harder to do.
which is even harder to do because it requires, I think, a minus I think 80 degrees.
I don't know,
centigrade.
man, but we do need to do something.
It's called we have to completely change the model of what we have now of our society in order to remotely help change the future slightly.
The problem is
But the
now
thing
is
is
that
we're
like
way too comfortable and we don't want to change. So the Earth is gonna take a fucking shitty pile of shit. That's what's gonna happen.
well, no, the problem is right now like we have issues with so like we have issues with vehicle and transit and stuff like that, and that's fair. But the other problem is like okay, like we plant trees, okay, and then the trees burn down. Cool.
No,
we
we're ignoring the really, really, really big problem.
which is
China.
yeah.
Here's the
And
here's
then
the
we
here's,
have-
here's
and
the
then
problem.
we
That like a lot of
Yeah.
like again, you got to realize like Europe, Canada, U.S., even Russia to some extent, like all these like really well made countries that have less heavy industry now aren't the polluters anymore.
oh, China.
China.
Like here's the thing is like this is the thing that you have to ask is and this is not us being racist, this is not us being mean. What this is us being concerned. Like okay, when you send an accord and you basically say we're going to cut our carbon footprint down to zero or nothing or half, and then you don't set carbon emission penalties, where it's like, hey, you failed this agreement. Hey, guess what? You have to pay this amount of money. That doesn't work.
Actually, one of the really big problems for me with the carbon emission point you're making there is the way that it like. Unfortunately, saying you have to do this isn't the way to do it. What you have to do is encourage people to do it through like a good example. We have the carbon tax here in Canada, which is fucking retarded.
We did.
We do. We still do.
Oh, I thought Kenny's got rid of it.
Not yet. At least I don't think he has. But,
he repealed it, and then basically what ended up happening was he repealed it, and then everyone kind of was like, I can't believe he did that. And it's like, Oh no! What will we ever do?
Well, no, here's the problem with the idea of the carbon tax system and stuff like that, which really pisses me off, is taxing someone for doing something they have to do to get to work, to do their job, like me with road construction. Unfortunately, my company gets taxed because of that, because of requiring heating and stuff like that. That doesn't encourage people to cut back on carbon emissions. If anything, it makes them more pissed off and it'll make them do more. But the thing, what you need to do is encourage people to cut back on carbon emissions through cutting back on their taxes, saying like, oh, you cut back 5% this year on how much you've managed to get under 5% what the average emission is per household. Fucking awesome. Here's a tax rebate.
Here's a credit.
Here's a tax cut.
Yeah.
And you do that.
Hey,
and
you weren't driving as much.
And you do that with companies too. And oh my God, companies would be all over that.
Well, it's like even like simple stuff like putting in a high efficiency furnace, putting in something a little bit nicer, high efficient power supplies. Like I have 1,000 watt in my power computer right now. It's only running at 550 watts. That's peak efficiency for the power supply. Like doing stuff like that is very efficient. I have a 550 watt in my computer downstairs in my other machine that's running AMD. It's low wattage for a reason. So, like, doing stuff like that doesn't hurt. The major thing that annoys me more is like people will sit there and say we have to do something, and then they'll go back and browse their phone for like 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. And it's like, where do you think the battery comes from? Mm-hmm. Like, where do you think a lot of the problems come from? Who do you think is the highest production of CO2? It's not the United States.
Yep.
Anyways, we're going to move on.
Yep. We should probably do that.
Does anyone have any topics?
Anita Sarkeesian did a thing.
Okay, Josh, do you have a positive topic?
Oh no! This is actually a really positive topic. I love it.
But your style of positive is different from Josh's style of positive.
Well, no. Do you want to know what happened? Anita made a dumb comment. The world shat on her. Anita made another dumb comment. She got shat on again.
Was this like the comment about Charlie's Angels?
No, this is the comment about the Mandalorian. Where all she said is I'm extremely tired of this. Or is this another not a single female character in the first episode of Mandalorian? She did that on the first episode thing, and then she immediately got ratioed with 3,000 comments against her. And then she complained that it's like, oh, it's 3,000 replies because some woman thing. And everybody was like, no, it's because you're being a stupid idiot. There is literally a female character in the first episode who speaks. And it is considered considered like a community member that like everybody respects in the first episode. Shut up, you dumb bitch.
I don't think she's a dumb bitch. She's a really big cunt, though.
No,
You know I'm right.
No, she's a dumb bitch.
Okay, if that's,
I think the dumb bitch is correct, because if she's right there in the beginning episode, you never watched it. So you're just commenting off a title.
No, she's about halfway through the episode.
She stopped halfway, made a comment, then maybe watched the rest of it.
No, she didn't even like acknowledge the fact that like again, this character is like actually surprisingly vital to the story because she's the Mandalorian blacksmith. She makes the armor the Mandalorian wears. She's like, and that's how vital to the fucking story she's gonna be. Oh man, and I'm waiting for episode 3 to pop up on a fucking.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, that she's a fucking cunt.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that. I can say that because I know for a fact that people who are going to listen to this are going to sit there and go, "Why did he call Anita Sarkeesian a cunt?"
Because she is a cunt.
Okay. Well, okay. To explain why I think she's an idiot, and a cunt, is basically because she's not learning from her mistakes. So, like, when you fuck up, you don't sit there and call harassment constantly because that's basically like setting a target on your back eventually. It's the boy who cried wolf. So, like, it's just not. She doesn't understand that. Like, she's done this so many times, it's not even funny anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with Zoe Quinn, and all my friends are like, why do you think Zoe Quinn didn't do any, like, is wrong for accusing a guy who did sexual harassment? And I'm sitting there going because she's lied before. If that's not a reason, then I don't know what is.
Yep. Oh well, I guess we'll wait and see how the Mandalore goes and stuff like that. And
Episode 2 was okay.
I actually really enjoyed it.
It was good.
I don't agree with Rory on the comment about the like Rory wasn't happy with the line that was you need to leave your weapons. I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are my part of my religion.
Of course he wasn't.
I enjoyed that line, but I do get why Rory wasn't happy with it. I'm actually a little worried about episode 3 right now because I'm like absolutely hoping that it does it does a bunch of really funny stuff, or not really funny stuff, like a lot of like really like good plot development stuff. But the thing is with them going back to return to the Imperials, there's either gonna set up the next plot point, or it's gonna be like one of those things where it's like every couple episodes a different plot point.
Mm-hmm.
Or a different plot in general, which might be a bad thing.
Yeah. Oh! Josh.
Yeah.
So there was a thing that launched this week that I know you listened to.
Yes.
And for the listener, it's last week. Mandalorian's pretty good, by the way. People should watch it. I'm tired, so I'm kind of like jumping gears and stuff like that.
You're not jumping gears, you're jumping points.
Yeah. This is an abrupt segue. They have a gender-neutral controller for this product.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yes.
And it's made by Google. And it was a complete and total fucking clusterfuck.
It's...
And...
yeah,
yeah, by the way,
just
you have to
love
pay.
all-
You have to pay for the games, and
So-
and then you have to pay for subscription to have access to the games.
Yeah. I just love how everything about this is just like this thing should have been in the oven for longer, like another year, but
No, it
Hey,
shouldn't have even been considered the way it
It
was.
should have just been a box.
yeah, that too. But here's the thing: it's like there, is, like again, I listened to a bunch of podcasts, and a lot of consensus is like for some reason Google said it has to be out by the end of 2019. For some
Well-
reason, it's like they said it has to be out by 2019. So when they finally just push it out the door, it's just trash all the way through. It's like maybe the project will get canceled if they didn't.
I'm gonna say this. The project should be canceled with how big of a fucking clusterfuck it is.
Considering what happened with all the reviews.
I mean, there's a countdown timer for 4 years until when it gets finally shut down. Because that's when
man.
everything else gets shut down except for the Gmail.
Wait, 4 years, everything's getting shut down?
No, it's the 4 years. Whenever Google releases like a new service of anything, they fumble it so fucking hard for 4 years that they finally just like, okay, we shut it down at the end of 4 years. And that's always their tradition.
Well, YouTube has been going on too strong, and I think, oh shit, man, that's fucking bad. Oh no. Oh no.
So basically, I don't know.
Uh,
YouTube might die. Who knows?
but would that be a bad thing?
No. Although I would have
Stadia,
a big void
I don't even think Stadia is going to last 4 years. I think they're going to be.
even sooner. Yeah, probably.
I don't even think it's going to last maybe a year.
Although
Because the abysmal show up that happened, startup that happened, is just destructive. Oh, god damn it! I just saw a thing that makes me want to watch episode 3 really badly. Fuck. Somebody posted a picture from the latest episode, and I'm just like, fuck.
It's not even like that. It's just like they constantly just drop the ball, and it's like everything about this. Like, I'm gonna read a statement from Gamers Nexus, and I'm sorry if I'm like really fucking tired, but like Gamers Nexus didn't get code with their product, and they realized they had to use Android phone in order to actually activate Stadia. So just to reiterate a point about Stadia, you should not need a phone or at any step of the process to activate Stadia on a desktop web browser. Its most heavily marketed use. Even if the app works on certain phones or the newest updates, you should not need one to play on a desktop with a Google's own Chrome browser at all. Even for the user who wants to play on the lower end laptops or desktops with a Chrome browser, it's as simple as activating a code on Google's website. A phone has zero reason for involvement aside from if you want to stream to a phone. Of course, as Google is trying to force phone usage to activate a service so that it can harvest more data, and lots of people are stuck on, but you can use the latest Android, and overlooking that it's totally irrelevant for a service which isn't, for a lot of users, ever going to be deployed on a phone. Also, Pixel still didn't work when we used it on a Pixel 2 because we're now approaching 36 hours later. We still don't have access codes. Same is true for lots of customers. So Google did the smart thing, and they would email you an access code. Why? I don't know. Then they also, the controller is actual shit, actual garbage. This has been talked about by Matt and Wooly on
Pat and Wooly on
Pat and Wooly.
Super Beast Cast.
Super Castle Beasts.
Super Castle Beasts.
Yep, they were talking about this, and like that's not even remotely like. It is so uninteresting, this product. It is so uninteresting. The fact is that they do all of these stupid things in order to like ruin, like they do all these stupid things in order to ruin it. And it just is continually horrible. It's just as horrible.
Well, it's funny, like you're not listening to all the details of stuff like you have to have your phone in order to buy things. Even in the most pristine conditions of you live in California, you're right beside the service center, you're literally like stone throw, like the fastest internet known to man, like it still doesn't work. Like it shouldn't even be off the ground at all in the first place.
And it's not even like this is a bad attempt at like what they're trying to do. This is just so off the mark and so mishandled.
Like again, like I said earlier, someone at Google said we had to ship this out at the end of 2019 or else we'll get canceled.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's been shipped out. So someone at Google's getting paid right now.
Well, and like that's not even the worst part about this. Like the worst part about this is like the worst part about this is that like I had hope.
Why? We knew this was gonna be trash from the fucking moment we saw it.
No, let me rephrase this. I had hope that Google would announce a console and it would be different. I had hope that they would not be announcing a streaming service. I had hope that this wasn't going to be a dumpster fire. When they announced it, I literally went, "This service isn't for me. I am moving on."
Yeah, it's just not meant for like 85% of the populace.
No, it's not even meant for. It's
Exactly.
not even meant for 85% of the populace. It's not even meant for like 90% of the populace, actually.
So who? So like, can anyone answer me who this service is actually fucking for?
For one person at the Google head corporate office who got paid.
I guess, but like
No. That's your answer. The one guy at head
Oh.
corporate Google office who got paid, and that's it. This
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
not care about anything else.
Like this isn't even like, this is bad in a different way.
Like this is straight up like tax evasion / fraud or something. Like this is like the only thing I can think of.
This is them making something that they. This is them making something because they felt as if it needed to be. Like they felt as if this was important, an important market to get into. I wouldn't disagree with that notion, but the thing I disagree with is it's like they're sitting there and they're like, like it just it's a solid first attempt at making a box, but it's not a box. So clearly you missed the most important fucking part.
Yep.
So like, what are we going to learn from this? Like, this doesn't work. This really doesn't work. It just doesn't work. This is the third time they've had this issue. This is the third time somebody's tried this, and it didn't work, like, back in 2016. Or no, back in 2012. When, like, GeForce Now was starting. And GeForce Now is the best experience because all it really requires is, like, you have a GeForce graphics card. Hey, you can log into the service. And it's fine for some games. It's okay, but it's not like the worst, but it's not designed to be the best. That's just, it's just, oh, it just sucks.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's going to get worse.
Well, probably something, I don't know, something on their end will catch on fire. And it'd be fucking great. Also be great. Black Friday deals.
It's going to depend on those Black Friday deals, actually. It's going to depend on what we're actually getting. Because after those deals that we saw online that one time, Josh,
yeah,
if those are Canadian dollar prices, fuck, I'm not getting a Switch that next week.
That's another thing, too. It's like, if those were remotely real in any way, like, I would try to get a Switch. I will try. I'm not sure how, but I'll try.
I'm going to explain to you something. Those are probably the deals.
No, probably those are probably American prices.
Or they're fake. Because here's the thing. So there's a flyer. Like, if we were talking about, there was some leaked flyer from forever ago.
About a month ago.
Showed, a couple months ago that showed,
no,
like...
about a month ago. Like, literally about a month ago.
Yeah, so about a month ago of, like, Walmart prices on on consoles and Switch games. And they're all, like, real good prices. And supposedly that was from Canada. But it was like, but people were kind of pointing out this feels fake because, like, we never, ever get good deals. So it's like, why would they start now?
Pretty much.
Okay, I got like 2 points. As somebody who has seen the flyer for Black Friday from London Drugs at the time of we're recording this,
ooh,
I can say
the
Switch is staying with the same price.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we were talking about Walmart though, which is which means that actually might change in price.
Yep.
So
that's the reason why me and Josh are like,
yeah, we're like, if it is real, then boy. If it's super fake, then if it's super fake, then some troll had a laugh about it, I guess.
If it's
really can't.
Fake, Damn, bro, good job. You got. I bet you got quite a hook, line, and sinker there, actually.
You got a good giggle out of it.
But I honestly don't think. I think those are going to be American prices, and if we do get deals on like the Switch or the Xbone or any of the other programs or any of the game consoles like that, they're going to be minor changes. They're going to be like maybe $20 cheaper. Oh, excuse me. Holy shit.
I'm gonna change something very quickly and stuff like that. Black Friday, pretty good.
I mean, it could be better. It could be like United States Black Friday, but whatever.
No,
You know
I
what?
would really not want to be fucking.
No. See, here's the thing. I want the deals, not the fights.
The only thing I care about is because next week I'm working Black Friday, which means I'm probably not gonna record podcast, which means other people.
Just remember, grab the bear spray when they give you the start of work, and just
Actually,
make sure.
no, he's not allowed to carry anything like pepper spray or anything like that on him.
Oh, okay. Just grab the knife.
I am allowed.
No, you're not. By Canadian law, you're not allowed to carry pepper spray.
I'm not allowed to carry pepper spray, but I am allowed to carry a taser.
No, you're not.
It's gonna do it anyways.
No, you're actually not allowed to. It's actually like up to I think 5-year sentence in jail.
Okay, I'm joking.
Just bring it. Look, just bring a gun. Just fuck it. Just bring a gun.
You know, I actually don't know the laws on that one, so go for it. I'll see what happens.
Finally, you don't know the laws. You can do it.
Oh no, the reason why I know about the I think we are allowed to carry pepper spray, but I think it has to be a certain amount of capacity. I think we're limited by. I know we're not allowed to carry tasers in any way, shape, or form by Canadian law. Weapons, technically, you have to have a permit on it, and you have to have a permit for concealed carry.
Oh, yes, it's concealed carry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm not against. Actually, I actually shrug my shoulders. If somebody wants to conceal carry it, as long as you're not being fucking retarded, who fucking cares?
This is interesting. So, we had this week. Christian Charlie's Angel bombed. Hooray! Ford versus Ferrari won. Hooray! Rooster Teeth's vice president got arrested with domestic abuse charges. We can reset the clock. And another guy got accused. Oh, J.R. Honeycutt got accused of sexual assault. Hooray! I don't know. I don't have anything else. Doom was supposed to come out this week, and that was supposed to be my weekend.
And then it never happened. You're like, I'm mad.
This is the reason why I bought Halo MMC and that other game that I couldn't find. So, at least we have that. At least we have Half-life Alyx to look forward to.
Oh yeah, that got announced.
I am sad.
What got announced?
Half-life Alyx.
Oh, yeah.
A new
so apparently,
Half-Life game.
I guess we're getting a new Half-Life game, so I guess the end times are approaching us.
Yep.
2020
Can't
will
wait.
be the last.
Arms open. My
we're
arms wide
Doom
open.
Eternal. We're
Well,
getting
no. Let's rephrase this. Okay.
Okay.
It is not the end times because it's not Half-Life 3.
It has to be Half-Life 3.
It has to be Half-Life 3.
No. We have the thing is as the community has always said, if we get another Half-Life game, and that is what the statement has been for years, if we get another Half-Life game, because they still haven't released episode 3 of Half-Life fucking 2.
Yeah.
So the end times are upon us, brothers. Prepare yourselves.
With my arms wide open.
Yeah.
Under the sunlight.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. We can now finally praise that Half-Life is getting a new game, and Gaben will finally understand that we love him as gamers.
I can't get the stupid Creed song out of my head. With
Yeah.
my eyes wide open.
We also have to talk about how can we shift gears for 5 seconds because we talked about a little bit about Half-Life Alyx. I don't know what time it is. We got about 6 more minutes and then we can end the show. 6 more minutes, boys.
We can
Bullshit.
get
I guarantee we're going to go past that if we do go for 6 more minutes.
Well, okay. I'm gonna try and piss off Allan. Sorry, Rafe. Sorry, white people. You have no spirit animal. That's your persona. Disagree, good sir. Disagree.
Huh? What?
Disagree. Okay. Every one of these movies is particularly hard not to crack. There's no source material. We don't have comic books.
Okay.
80-page novels.
Fuck
Kathleen
you.
Kennedy.
No, stop.
Rolling Stone. November 2019.
No. Okay. So we.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. You reminded me of a thing I need to talk about today by saying we had no source materials. Oh boy. All right. Kathleen Kennedy did a retarded thing today. Stupid thing. Incompetent thing. Beyond stupid thing.
Yep.
Jeff knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. The word idiot comes to mind.
Yeah. Hey, so Star Wars had all this extracurricular material that was available to them. They decided to non-canonize it for the new Disney stuff. And a lot of fans were a little upset about that, but they were like, you know what? Fine, it's Disney. We'll give them a chance. Kathleen Kennedy today, after now 4 years of having produced Star Wars product and having objectively failed over the past 4 years to produce good Star Wars content outside of Rogue One and The Mandalorian.
We can also give her. Can we give her Episode 7?
No, because the more you actually look at Episode 7, the more it actually comes out to be like that's actually pretty bad.
Okay.
No, the big thing that makes me really pissed off is the old canon stuff had a lot of really good stuff with it. There was some really dumb, stupid shit about it, but the fact that she was like, "Oh, we don't have 800-page novels or a bunch of comics," and then everyone would just like casually looked over it now, what is now considered Legends, and they just waved their hands in the general direction. There's like, man, there was so much world building here that was done by extracurricular product by other people that was available to you because you now own the Star Wars IP and you decided to non-canonize it. Go fuck yourself.
She sounds like somebody who's pissed off.
She's so dumb. Like, how can someone be in a position like that and be fucking so stupid? Like, and like, I'm not mad. I'm furious. Get the word right. Like, I saw that statement and I literally wanted to, like, if I ever met her and I would ask her if she actually meant that statement, and if she did, I would slap her across the face being like, you literally had all the material you needed to do good Star Wars product and then you threw it out the door when you guys took over.
Well, okay, I'm going to try and play devil's advocate here.
You're going to try.
I'm going to try. Allan, people don't want to see rehashed old Star Wars content. People don't want the Old Republic as a movie. That would just be too bland. They've already seen that, Allan. Okay. People don't want the same. What people wanted was a female Mary Sue character who was perfect in every way.
You're taking the shit out of this fucking this discussion, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. No. Let me finish. Like, I want to say my point.
You had your chance.
No,
and you decided to take the shit.
I'm going to say that, like, basically, like, I agree with you 100%. It's like when I'm not a big Star Wars fan. Okay, Allan can attest to this. Josh can attest. Like, Star Trek better, objectively better handled.
No, it wasn't.
Old Star Trek. Not sure about the recent one.
Next Gen and Star Trek better handled movies, and then the two movies
here's the
were
thing.
okay.
The Force series all the way up until Enterprise, and even I'll say like Enterprise actually has some really good content for it. Star Trek.
Enterprise is fine.
The problem with Star Trek is that the stuff it's a different genre. And that's the thing. And like I actually have to point this out to a lot of people. It's Star Wars is technically high fantasy.
Yeah.
High sci-fi. I'll use my correct term. Whereas Star Trek is real sci-fi, where it's like it's very realistic. It sticks to very certain rules. It tries to stick to like the general rules of science and stuff like that. Where Star Wars, nothing like the Force could ever exist in the universe. Nothing like hyperdrive could ever exist in the universe. Nothing like blasters or semi-intelligent droids could ever exist in our universe, because Jesus Christ, that's the fucking death of us right there. And yeah, but where Star Trek, it is more like, well, you can get the idea of what a phaser is, because it's like it's just a it's basically just a heat beam and stuff like that. It's something like you actually like think about it, it's like, no, like you could actually get like start extrapolating out. It's like, well, okay, how would these things work? There's some bullshit in there like tachyon stuff or certain tachyon stuff and like that. But cloaking makes sense. The warp drive actually makes a huge amount of sense. Because all it is.
Hey, we're not going to move the ship. We're going to move space around the ship.
Basically.
What?
Yeah. Actually, what warp space is, it condenses spaces in front of you into a smaller area and expands space behind you. So basically, space literally warps around you.
Yeah, that's literally what I just said.
Which is why in the show, you see when they pass stars, you'll see the stars will be stretched out.
Yep.
Which makes so much sense. But at the same time, it's like, I love Star Trek and all, but Star Trek has quite a bit of problems with it. There are things that you look at in Star Trek and you go, I don't think that would work. But Star Wars, the reason why Star Wars has the problem, Star Wars being high sci-fi and all that stuff, is because it has. Really, fuck off! I saw that post already on Twitter. Like literally, like 2 minutes before you posted, I saw that on Twitter. But I'm legit looking at it, and the fact that the expanded universe actually built on the stuff that we had, where Star Trek's expanded universe really didn't.
Yeah.
And that's the big problem is Star Wars has has 5 fantastic movies, 5 soon to be 6 bad movies.
Yeah. No.
And man, I'm actually like really concerned what we're gonna get out of fucking all this shit.
We did have yeah, no, it's just people don't understand that, like, these people don't understand that, like, hey, when a fan likes your product, usually 9 times out of 10, if you do right by them, they're going to defend you no matter what. Like, it's just insulting. It's just insulting what they're doing.
Yep. But hey, it's what we get now.
Yeah. I mean, we have no one to blame except for Kathleen Kennedy and Disney.
Yeah. Well,
we could blame George Lucas.
No, you can't actually. As much as I would love to, George Lucas doesn't actually have that much of a problem.
Okay.
The problem with George Lucas is an idea guy, but he needs people to focus the ideas.
Yeah,
this is actually something me in another Discord chat. I've actually had this with like we actually had a really long conversation about like how Episode 3 is the best of the prequels, and it's still pretty bad. But the problem with Lucas is that when he made Episode 1 and 2, he didn't have anybody around him to go, no, that doesn't work. You need to stop and rethink this. And he didn't have any people to like go back and revise his work as he went through it. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem. Whereas in episodes 4, 5, 6, he actually had people to like rein him back, pull him back, remind him like, nope, bad Lucas, stop that.
Bad Lucas, okay.
And that's the thing is, like, I have no problem with anybody who does, like, increasingly, like, Lucas, as I said, is an idea guy. So, like, when he gets a good idea, it's good. But his problem is execution. Gene Roddenberry had a brilliant universe, had a really good crew to work with in both series that he worked on. He was well established stuff, but the thing is his problem is nobody can really pick up his story for external use.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. No, I think we can agree, but we can all agree that Mass Effect 2 is still a better universe than Star Wars.
No.
Fuck you, I'm right.
No, you're not.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Black Mind Games podcast.
You feel lust. You want to get a mommy domed by her. And what the fuck is this? Why the fuck would you link this?
It's Titanfall. Titanfall 2. Have you not played Titanfall 2?
No, I haven't. I keep wanting to, but I gotta wait till end of the school season to play it.
Okay.
Like I don't even have it yet, but like I plan to buy it.
Okay, Allan, we're gonna do something, okay? Because I got something coming, okay? We're gonna stream you playing Titanfall 2.
Get it for me and I'll do it.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it at Rory's house.
No. If you want me to play Titanfall, you have to buy it for me to stream. If you want me to specifically, if you want me to stream it, you have to buy it for me. Because at that point, you're making money off me.
I'm not making money off of you streaming it.
Bullshit.
I'm not going to make money. You know I'm not gonna...
You have a shitty grin on your face right now. I know better than that.
I'm not going to make money off of you fucking playing Titanfall 2 and being bad.
I won't be bad, though.
Okay. Anyways.
You gotta realize, first-person shooters are some of my favorite games.
Okay, anyways. Hey, Josh, play Titanfall 2.
I should. Although, I have to get the EA account. No, I have to go on the EA account in order to... Right?
Play it. Yes, you have to have an Origin account.
Whatever. I got the 2.0 what's it, the GOG Galaxy update, so you could just sync them all to one account. So I'm like, I could do it that way.
So good.
It's real good.
I found the podcast image this week. Speaking of the podcast, I think we're ending the show this week.
Yeah, I think we're done at this point. We're just kind of like...
I'm tired. I've been up since 6. I want to take pills and go to sleep.
Probably should.
Not permanently.
Kathleen Kennedy is a moron. I have spoken. That is a correct image.
Yeah. So I have... so thank you for listening to the Black Mind Games podcast, episode 226. You can listen to us every Thursday on the blackmindgames.podbean.com. You can also listen to us on your favorite podcasting app of choice. If you're from Alberta Makes Games, please unfollow me on Twitter. Please.
Unfollow you or follow you?
Unfollow me.
You realize they're going to do the opposite of what you want now, eh? And you're too late now. You're fucked.
I will say his Twitter handle, I forget off the top of my head, and I'm not gonna go look for it. So, good luck finding him. You have to say it.
Nobody knows the number, and nobody knows what his icon is. So that's the end of that conversation. Plus, he can cut that out after.
Exactly. Anyway, end the show.
Good night, guys.
Well,
I did not mean to do that.
Oh my god, that bird's fucking fat. So basically, yeah, this I also bought Halo.
Mm.
So I have that.
Did I get anything? Do anything new? I don't know.
Ooh, hello. Who goes there, Mister? Oh, it's you, Mister. Um. Oh, he's gone.
Huh?
No, he's there.
I'm here.
Oh, you're just offline.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I make a suggestion?
Go for it.
So next time you say, "Hey, I'm going to be late for the podcast," can you please just say, "Hey, can we delay the podcast for 30 minutes?"
I mean, I didn't know how long my
Like-
walk was going to be because when I sent that message
But
I will
like,
be a little late, I was actually like just waking up from my nap. Like it hadn't even crossed my mind until like when I finally read your message half an hour later when I was walking the dog.
okay, well, like,
That was
just
legit. I got home, ate supper, sat down in the computer chair, put on some music, and I passed out.
okay. Well, no, I'm just saying for next time because you do this a lot
I know.
sometimes.
I try not
Yeah,
to, but
at least you're admitting to it.
oh no, yeah, I do.
Well, the thing that pisses me off is like you'll come on and then you'll be like okay, everyone ready to go. We'll be waiting for 5 minutes. And we're like, okay, fine, whatever. And then like one of us will be late, and it's just like, how dare you? And it's like,
Yeah,
like-
because I like shit posting on you guys. Just like how I know you guys will
Yeah.
shit post on me for being late. It's
Okay.
it's
Well,
not a
it's-
fucking mutual thing. I know you're gonna shit post on me when I'm fucking late.
I don't know, man. Lately, like I've just been getting more and more like upset at people.
Eh.
Like,
So long
Oh, no, I
as
think-
we're not doing it at midnight, we're fine.
okay.
And yes, I know we have done it at midnight before. No, I don't want to do it again.
Yeah. No, this is the reason why Jeff's trying to move the podcast forward, guys.
Eh.
So, anyways, let's sync. Because I got a lot to talk about this week.
Go for it. You
And,
start this. I'm ready.
Yeah. So, sync in 3, 2, 1.